What if I told you that one of the world's most adorable animals was once a fierce survivor in a brutal wilderness? Meet the giant panda, nature's black and white couch potato. But here's the kicker, there are only about 1,800 of them left in the wild. Stick around, because this is a story of evolution, human meddling, and a fight for survival that's still unfolding. Have you ever wondered why pandas are so, panda-like? Those big eyes, that waddling walk. It's almost too cute to be real. But behind the fluff lies a history that's wilder than you'd expect. Today, we're diving into the panda's past, its roller coaster relationship with humans, and why its future hangs by a thread. Let's rewind millions of years. The giant panda's story begins in the rugged mountains of central China, where its ancestors roamed about 2-3 million years ago. Back then, they weren't the bamboo-obsessed oddballs we know today. They were omnivores, chowing down on meat and plants alike. Fossils from places like Sichuan province show us a creature built for survival: strong jaws, sharp teeth, and a body ready to tackle a harsh world. Over time, evolution threw them a curveball. As bamboo forests expanded, pandas adapted to a diet that's 99% bamboo. That's right, they traded meat for greens, developing a unique pseudo-thumb, a wrist bone extension, to grip bamboo stalks. It's one of nature's weirdest pivots, turning a carnivore into a plant-munching icon. Now enter humans. Pandas were first documented in Chinese texts over 3,000 years ago, often seen as mysterious beasts of the wild. Some ancient tales even link them to strength and peace. Pretty fitting, right? But as China's population grew, so did the trouble. By the 20th century, hunters targeted pandas for their striking pelts, while farmers slashed bamboo forests for farmland. Came a twist: humans flipped from destroyers to saviors. In the 1930s, a panda named Sulin was captured and sent to the Chicago, sparking global pandemania. Suddenly, they weren't just animals, they were symbols. China began loaning pandas to zoos worldwide, a move dubbed panda diplomacy. But this fame came at a cost. Habitat shrank, and wild pandas dwindled to a few scattered pockets. So, what's a panda's day job in the wild? They're bamboo processing machines, eating up to 40 pounds a day to fuel their big bodies. That might sound lazy, but it's vital. By munching through bamboo, they help control its growth, keeping forests balanced for smaller critters like birds and rodents. Their picky diet also makes them loners. Pandas don't compete much with other predators, carving out a quiet niche. And that pseudo-thumb, it's a survival hack, letting them strip bamboo efficiently despite having a carnivore's gut. They're living proof that nature finds a way, even if it's a weird one. Fast forward today, and pandas are in a tight spot. Habitat loss is the big bad wolf here. China's bamboo forests have shrunk by over 50% since the 1950s, thanks to roads, dams, and cities creeping in. Climate change isn't helping either. Warmer temperatures could wipe out bamboo patches pandas rely on. Poaching's less of a threat now, but it's not gone. Some still risk jail time for a panda pelt. And here's a real-life gut punch. In 2023, conservationists found just 1,864 wild pandas left, clinging to fragmented forests. Zoos breed them, sure, but releasing captive pandas into the wild, that's a logistical nightmare. They're too pampered to survive. Here's a twist you might not expect. Pandas are a biodiversity linchpin. If they vanish, bamboo forests could overgrow, choking out smaller species that depend on open space. And get this, protecting panda habitats has a ripple effect, saving creatures like the red panda and golden snub-nosed monkey too. One study even showed that every dollar spent on panda conservation boosts local economies through ecotourism. So, saving pandas isn't just about cute faces. It's about keeping ecosystems and communities alive. So, where does that leave us? The giant panda's gone from a fierce survivor to a global mascot. But its story isn't over. Conservation's pulled them back from the brink. Proof we can make a difference. Want to help? Support groups like the World Wildlife Fund. Cut down on waste that fuels climate change, or just spread the word. The future of this black and white legend is in our hands. What will you do to keep the panda rolling? Hit that like button if you're rooting for them, and subscribe for more wild stories. Let's keep the planet roaring, or in this case, munching, together. Next time, the secret lives of sea turtles. See you then.